Hello dear students, welcome to today's accountancy session. Students, in our last class we have discussed the pattern of question paper. We also discuss about the objective type of questions which are asked for 20 marks, 1 marks each. Now let us see some of the important questions from chapter 1 to 20, 1 to 11 of your textbook. Okay, so in each of this chapter let us see which all contents are there and some of the important content which are normally asked in the exam paper that we will discuss. As you know, the first chapter 1 is Introduction to Accounting. In this chapter the questions like what is accounting, the definition of accounting. So you have to study one of the definition of accounting. In your book there is a definition of American Institute of Certified Public Accountant. So that definition you can study. Or then the next important thing which we have in this topic is the characteristics of accounting. So in your textbook page number 1.2 it is very briefly given, that is identification of financial transaction and events. You have to first of all identify whether that is a financial transaction. So you should know what is financial transaction. Okay, so anything related to a business is a financial transaction. Sometimes a question may come that identify some transactions will be given to you and you will be asked to identify whether it is a financial transaction or not. Okay, because in accountancy we record only the financial transaction. Non-financial transactions or non-economic transactions are not related to a business, so it is not recorded in accounting. So identifying of financial transaction is the first characteristics. Then we measure the transaction, identify transaction, we record it, we classify it, summarize it, then analyze and interpret it and communicate it. So characteristics of accounting you should study. And very important one is the objective of accounting. Why we should study, or what is the objective of going for accounting? So the main objective is to record the accounting work, maintaining accounting records. That is the main objective of accounting. Then if you are preparing the accounting works, then we can determine our profit or loss. We can know the position of the business. It also helps management in making many decisions. It is useful to many users of accounting. Then we can protect our business asset if you know what is the status of our assets. So there are different objectives of accounting. It's very important question. You can study that. The other points, that is function, advantage and limitation, role of accounting in business, these main points you can study. The inner concept you can just understand what is that. Okay, then we have the next important thing which comes under this chapter is the users of accounting. Who are the different users? There are both external and internal users of accounting. So which are the different list of users of accounting that you should study? Then system of accounting. There are two main system of accounting, that is double entry system and single entry system. So you may be asked short note regarding what is double entry system, what is single entry system. Last your other assessment exam, that is 1, 2 and all that, these questions was asked, double entry system short note. So such questions are important. Okay, next chapter which is here is chapter 2. See students, almost you have 21 chapters in accountancy. So here we are discussing 11 of them. It is not easy to discuss each and every point, so I am just focusing on some of the commonly asked questions. Anyway, you have to prepare for each and everything, but give importance to more which I am referring here, because that type of questions are asked more. So keeping that in view, that most of the time these questions are asked, so I am giving importance to those concept. Okay, so you should know what is business transaction. I told you that sometimes questions may be asked, is that a business transaction or not? You have to identify that. Then these are the different terms of accounting. In this chapter there are different terms of accounting. So for 1 marks and for objective type questions, or for that is you may be asked for as a short note, what do you mean by assets and different types of assets. So it's this category, it is very important. See, liability, we have non-current liability and current liability. Okay, see, current liability means which we have to pay within a period of 1 year, and non-current means it will take more than 1 year to pay off that liabilities. Okay, so that is the main difference between these two liabilities. Same way, assets. In assets, what are the assets and what are the different classification of assets? This is also a very important question. So you should know the what are assets and different classification of assets. Now other important thing is receipts and expenditure account. You may be asked to classify receipt and expenditure according to capital receipt and revenue expenditure. You will be given some item and you will be asked to classify those items. Okay, then we have different list of items given to you in here in this chapter. Terms are there. So you should know what all each of the terms refer to. Okay, so for objective type question it's important. Next we have theory base of accounting or accounting standards and Indian accounting standards. So in this chapter, very important chapter this is, the main thing which you have to study here is the fundamental accounting assumptions or the concepts. Okay, like going concern concept, consistency, accrual concept. This thing is very important. Okay, fundamental accounting assumption as well as principle. These two concepts are very important. You should learn this thoroughly and understand the concept behind each of this. Okay, next is accounting standards. So in previous exam also this question was asked, what is accounting standard, what are its objective, what is its use, that is utility. These are some important questions related to accounting standards. So you can expect these questions like these questions in short notes also. Okay, next is basis of accounting. It's a very small chapter but very important chapter. Basis of accounting, actually there are two bases of accounting, cash basis and accrual basis. In cash basis we record only the cash receipt and cash payment. So cash in and out of the business will be recorded in cash book. And accrual basis means not only cash, if we are dealing in credit basis of business, we will record in accrual basis of accounting. Okay, so both cash and credit transactions are recorded in accrual basis of accounting. This is the basic concept related to this basis of accounting. This chapter is a small chapter and an important chapter. You have to go through this chapter too. Next is accounting equation. Okay, a small part of this is related to equation. Many times we have done this problem and we did a we prepared ourselves for one of the assessment also for accounting equation. I hope the concept is very clear to you. So do some 1 or 2 problems related to accounting equation also. So it's in this chapter you should know the concept of asset is equal to capital plus liability. That is the main concept related to accounting equation. Asset is equal to capital plus liability. Okay, you should study this concept. Asset is equal to capital plus liability, and arrange the table, and you can put the items as per this equation. Okay, so we did this problem earlier also. So do 1 or 2 problem related to this chapter. Next, we have accounting procedures, rules of debit and credit. It is a very basic concept of accountancy. You know there are two types of rule: traditional method and modern method. Whichever method you are studying, the result is the same. You should know what are the items which should be debited and credited. So we are very familiar with debits. Debit is one side and credit is also one side. Assets increase, we will debit it. If asset decrease, we will credit it. Then we have expenses. Expenses, if it is increasing, you have to debit it. If it is decreasing, you have to credit it. Then we have income or revenue. It is opposite of asset and expenses. If it is if it is decreasing, you have to debit it, and if it is increasing, you have to credit it. And capital and liability also the same rule: decrease, debit it; increase, credit it. Okay, so this three rule is common and this two rule is common. Asset and expenses have the same rule, and income or revenue, capital and liability have the same rule. So as per this rule of debit and credit, we pose the items. This is a modern approach of debit and credit. We have the traditional method too. Okay, so the basic concept you should study. Then we have origin of transaction, source document. So we have already discussed the same thing in our earlier exam. What is voucher? You should know what are the different types of vouchers, for what purpose we use those vouchers, that you should learn. Okay, so source document, what are they, meaning of vouchers, and what are different types of vouchers or source document you can study. Now next is journal. Journal, you know what is journal. What is the basic concept related to journal you should know. It is a book of original entry. It is the primary book of entry where we make all the records. The first record made is in the journal, so that should be learned. And very important concept is what is journalizing. Journalizing is a process of transferring or recording the entry in the book of journal, in the journal book. So that concept you should study, and you should also learn how to prepare a journal entry. Okay, so some problems, some transactions can be taken from your textbook and solve it or journalize it. Okay, so you have to practice the to prepare a journal entry. And in your textbook, some page number 8.24, some special journal entries are given, like bad debts. Then next, second one, bad debts recovery. Then banking transaction, and we have goods sold as donation, goods sold as sample, given as sample. Then not sold, it's goods given as charity and goods given as sample. And loss of stock due to theft. Then seventh one, drawing of cash and drawing of goods by the proprietor. So these are some special entry which is very important from exams point of view. So that page number, that special entry you should study, you should give much importance to that too. Okay, so as you are doing this the different types of journal entry, study this page number journal entry 2, which is special entries.